So TJ, obviously the financial news is not so great these days, and I just wondered, given the current financial crisis and obviously the credit markets tightening, what do you see the impact for the semiconductor industry?
I don't see this current downturn, unless it gets a whole lot worse, being anywhere near as bad as '01 or '03. Our book-to-bill this quarter was 0.87. Okay, that's kind of weak. It says you booked 13% less than you billed. Our book-to-bill in the first quarter of 2001 was 0.05. You booked 20 times less business than you shipped. That's a crash. This is a ding. Now the credit crunch, we've got cash, so we have enough cash to ride out a credit crunch. If you don't have cash, that could be a problem for you. Also, if the credit crunch starts impacting your customers, that could be a downstream problem for you. But right now, what I see is a financial crash that came from some over-engineered financial instruments in the market that isn't really impacting our business. I mean, it's not good, but we're talking C plus here, maybe C, not F.
Right, as opposed to 2001 or
2001, 2003, 1996, all worse so far than this one.
right. And so, do you have any sense of? I mean, obviously, if it doesn't seem as bad at this point, I mean, it may be a shorter situation. Obviously, you don't feel it will be as severe given the information you have at this time.
I don't think short and long is going to be determined by us. I think we're a cork in the ocean, and what will happen will happen. It seems to me that, though, that it could be short. Basically, we got a liquidity crunch. We got a liquidity crunch because the banks aren't lending, and the banks aren't lending because they've overlent in the past, and they've got basically ratio problems. The Fed's just put $250 billion into capital in the banks, and you multiply that times their ratio, and they should be able to lend that much more money. So I think unless you see the ones that are hard is when demand goes down, factories lay people off, and you got a lot of unemployment. Those are the ones that take a year to get there, and then they take a year and a half to get back. And I'm hoping that we can fix the financial problems we've got quickly enough that we don't go into a real heavy-duty recession like that.
Right. And just a final question. I mean, with the credit crunch, as you mentioned, you feel you're in a pretty good position, balance sheet wise. Do you think that it's actually going to be a competitive advantage at this point for companies that have a good situation with their balance sheet versus competitors that may need more credit?
It surely will be. For example, we're buying back stock right now. So the stock market's in the tank. Our stock is grossly undervalued, at least the way we view it, and therefore we got enough cash to go buy a bunch of stocks. So when this is over, we'll have a lot fewer shares, and earnings will be higher, and we'll be better off. So yeah, it's a big competitive advantage to have cash.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.